Gems. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this card with products from Stampin' Up, and I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll also find links for the products that I used. You can just click those links and it'll take you to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using Exciting Times and the rounded rectangle punch. You can get these as a bundle and save yourself 10%. I'm using the paper medley, and I got a little sampler here. And this is one of the colors, and this is the other one that I'm going to be using. And it's got some fun designs here. Darling Duckling is my card base. I have a piece of basic white to go on the inside. An envelope, of course. I'm using the black and white polka dotted, and I'm using this pattern with the Darling Duckling and the Calypso Coral, some Calypso Coral cardstock, a strip of the same designer series paper, and a square of basic white. This is 2 3/4 inch square. I'm also using the 2005-2027 in color flat pearls. These are from the last annual catalog, but it is still available as I make this plan if you buy it online. I have already scored the 8.5 by 5.5 Darling Duckling at 4 1/4 for my card base. And I have these two pieces of paper that I'm just going to adhere together. And I really want to just do the outside corners. I do not want to put glue on the inside because we're going to punch out a hole from the middle. And so I'm going to go ahead and go through both of these layers, and I'm basically going as far in as I can. I am going to use my stamp positioner, but you could just use regular blocks if you'd like. I purchased some extra magnets from a magnet store just so I can hold down more paper. And I'm going to put this on and make sure that my magnets are not in the way of my stamp. And I am going to use the Memento ink. You could use the new hybrid black, basic black ink if you'd like. And the stamp positioner is really nice because I can have it above. There's a good 1/4 inch, I think. And the stamp positioner is nice because I'd like to, I see I missed a little bit here. Maybe I need to press a little harder. I might need to ink a little bit better. Let's see if that does it. And then I want to move this paper over here to get this same frame around it. So I'm going to re-ink just the frame part. And I do want to look to make sure my measurements are okay. I think I'm good. This magnet's in the way, so I'm going to move that down a little bit. One of the nice things about that stamp positioner is that you can repeat as long as you don't move your cardstock. There we go. I'm going to fussy cut this piece. Actually, I want to punch the inside out first before I make it easier to hold on to this. So when you use this punch, you do get a little frame around the inside as well as the frame around the outside. Let me show you that you can see that there. And then I'm going to fussy cut here. I think it would be fun to make a card with these 3 pieces. I'm using some black Baker's twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I'm going to wrap this around 2 times and tie a bow around the middle here. I like to kind of flip it underneath the other layers to keep those all together. And to be honest with you, I do not know how to tie a bow without my 3rd hand. Maybe you have somebody around that can share their finger and to hold that there. Maybe you're just more skillful at tying a bow than I am. I also want to put this strip. This is 1/2 by 5 1/4. This is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to adhere this. You can either use glue or I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus. So this will go on the inside of my card. Again, with adhesive of your choice. I have a 1/8 inch border around here. I'm going to put this behind here. And I think I am going to use the liquid glue. I just need to stay away from the very inside border of this frame here. The liquid glue allows me to move it around a little bit if I don't get it exactly where I want it. And then you could use the mini dimensionals, but I'm going to go ahead and use the adhesive strips to go all the way around. I think on something this narrow, it makes it easy because these strips are nice and narrow. I don't have to worry about gaps, and I think it looks more finished if it's kind of filled in if you see it from the edge. These strips, I usually use it just for the shaker cards, and you could absolutely make this card a shaker card. You would just need to add a piece of window sheet under here and whatever you were going to shake. And that would be fun on this card. Adhere it to the card front with adhesive of your choice. That got closer to the edge than I thought it was going to be, but I think, I don't know, maybe I should trim that just to be sure. And nobody will ever know. You won't tell them, will you? So I'm going to just add 3 of these Darling Duckling gems down here. Here is the web address where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. I also offer lots of resources on my website. Click Shop to see the online exclusives, clearance items, and the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. That includes a cardstock sampler for all the current Stampin' Up! Cardstock and samplers for the Stampin' Up! Cardstock going all the way back to 1997. Click Inspiration to scroll my projects. You'll find the directions and images all the way back to 2011. You may also want to check out the Basics button where I share about stamps, ink, and paper, card cutting, bases, and layers, and some of my favorite tools. Click Getting Organized to find lots of free resources like case inserts, labels for just about every product, catalog tabs, color tools, and much more. More organization means more time for crafting. Click Stamp Together if you're in Ventura County and come stamp at my house. You can also join my team if you're anywhere in the United States. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my website so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.